Brawl Stars has been around for almost 7 years now, and in that time it has experienced a handful of different cheats and exploits. From win traders profiting thousands of dollars to pro players cheating in tournaments, today we'll be going over the history of cheating in Brawl Stars, so let's get right into it. So the first type of cheating is something that has just always been in the game since the beginning, and that is plain old teaming. Now this is obviously something that you mainly only see in solo showdown, and while everyone doesn't consider it cheating, I think that solo modes should remain solo. This is because sometimes you get like 5 people teaming at once, and that basically makes it so there's no way for someone properly playing to be able to win. But over the years, the teaming inside of Brawl Stars has been becoming more and more common as it is being more accepted, and this just makes it easier to team up with random people in every match. This really takes away from the solo showdown mode in my opinion, but it isn't something that anyone really gets banned for, unfortunately. Teaming has caused a big divide within the Brawl Stars community, since some people see it as a completely legit strategy and just a part of the game, while others see it as kind of a scummy and unfair. The devs have even acknowledged the whole issue with teaming, and they themselves have said that it is just a part of the game now and there isn't really anything being done to stop it.
Half of the team likes the way it is right now. They think teaming is part of the essential Battle Royale experience, and the other half hates it. And we ask our community a few times, and even some of our creators here ask in polls on their social media channels a few times if people want to change or not. And it always ends up that it's 50-50, that half of the players like to play it the way it is, and the other half doesn't.
However, there is a more extreme and harmful form of cheating that the devs actually do care about, and that is called win trading, and this is also something that has been around for a really long time. I'm sure everyone already knows about win trading and what it is, but it is actually a whole lot deeper than what you think. As for the basics, win trading is basically just where people try to get into the same game and they team up in order to let a specific person win. It is kind of like teaming, except that this one happens deliberately and it will happen with the same people for multiple games instead of it being a one-off thing with some random person in one game. And there are massive Discord servers where win trading occurs, and there are even cases of people charging money or some other form of payment in exchange for a certain brawler rank or amount of trophies. I mean, the win trading circles run deep, and there are people that have never played the game normally and only win trade, and there are also people who just win trade for the purpose of getting money out of it, which is just crazy. And because there is money involved sometimes, this also does lead to people getting scammed or even getting their account stolen, since sometimes these win traders like to target the more naive players and tell them that it would be best that they just log into their accounts and play the game for them. This is obviously really dumb, but it is a way that people get their accounts stolen. Also, there are many big YouTubers that do win trade, and while I'm not gonna name any names, the amount of win traders is honestly a lot higher than you would expect. So overall, win trading has just been an issue for a very long time, and it is truly a form of cheating that is similar to teaming, but a lot more severe. And while you can get banned for this, it is sometimes hard for superstars to ban, since people can use the excuse of them just teaming with random people instead of actually win trading. But the next bit of cheating that really existed was actually with the PvE game modes. The ones we're going to be going over are Boss Fight, Robo Rumble, Super City Rampage, and Last Stand, and each of these had a ton of different cheats around them, but we'll just be going over the main one for each one. In Boss Fight, there was a really easy glitch with El Primo where if you just stood next to water and used this gadget, then you could get the ball stuck. This would then just make the rest of the game easy, and was very clearly just an exploit or form of cheating, since that is not how the game was supposed to be played. This would make the boss fight a whole lot easier and would just let anyone complete it, which kind of beat the purpose of it. Inside of Robo Rumble, you also had another cheat using El Primo, but this time using a super. To cheat in this game mode, you basically will get El Primo and use him to lure balls to the top of the map, where you would then use a super and basically just hide up top and get out of the sight of all the robots there. This will cause all of them to just stop moving, and basically all your teammates would have to do was protect the safe life and stay alive, and by doing this you would easily survive the full time and essentially beat the game, which otherwise would have been really hard if you were playing legit. Inside of Super City Rampage, there was a glitch with Gale that would allow you to basically get the ball stuck. This would allow for you to easily get Insane 16 and really just made this super hard game mode extremely easy and definitely took away from what the game mode was supposed to be and how it's supposed to be played. And finally, for Last Stand, you could basically just exploit the game mode by just trapping 8-Bit in some walls, meaning nothing was able to attack him. And that obviously meant you would easily get Insane 16 because the whole point of the game mode was to protect 8-Bit. So overall, in all the PvE modes, there were a bunch of forms of cheating, and that is possibly a reason why the PvE modes are so unpopular and why we rarely see them anymore. But the next form of cheating was one that allowed you to essentially rank up any brawler, and this was a duels glitch that happened about 2 years ago. This glitch basically just let you always face spots when you play duels, and you could guarantee a win every time and just farm trophies for all your brawlers and get them to rank 35 extremely easily. This whole glitch completely ruined the leaderboards for a while, since pretty much everyone's numbers were inflated and were essentially just meaningless. This was something that you could get banned for, but if you were careful and didn't overdo it, then you could easily get away with it. And this was honestly something that was easier to do than win trading, and it was just way more effective. So I guess this glitch did help make win trading less common at the time, but once it was patched and people had experienced what easy trophies were like, there would actually be an increase in win trading since it was the next closest thing to the duels glitch. And the final form of cheating would also happen 2 years ago, kind of around the same time as the duels glitch, and this cheating actually happened in a tournament by pro players. In March of 2022, the qualifiers were happening for the Brawl Stars Championship, and there were 2 teams involved in this. You had Blood Diamond, which were the cheaters, and then you had Tribe Gaming, who were essentially the victims of this and who called out the cheating. Basically, the whole cheat was with manipulating the servers so that one team was basically able to decide the servers that the game was played on. This was a possible cheat for this situation because the Blood Diamond players were all on the west coast of America and Tribe Gaming was on the east coast, and so instead of the servers being the ones in the middle of the 2 regions, Blood Diamond was able to make it so that the games would be played on the west coast servers, which could give them a really big ping advantage, as Tribe Gaming would have a really high ping and Blood Diamond would have a really low ping. This obviously gave them an unfair advantage, and this will lead to them beating Tribe Gaming and qualifying for the tournament. And the really interesting thing is that initially this wasn't considered cheating and no one really did anything about it, but after the whole situation really blew up, the admins of the tournament finally caved in and disqualified the team from the tournament and basically put up another team to replace them. So I think this was really interesting, as it was a crazy case of professional players literally cheating in a massive official tournament. I mean, before this, I doubt many people really even knew that manipulating servers was a thing. So overall, it has been really interesting to see the different forms of cheating in Brawl Stars, and it honestly does make you really appreciate the game, since in all this time, these things have really only been the major forms of cheating. Brawl Stars isn't like other games in which it is just like really easy to get hacks with things like aimbot and infinite health and just other crazy things like that. I mean, the only way you can really get stuff like that is through private servers, but those are not allowed and are really risky and can lead to you getting banned inside the game on your actual account. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.